In this video, we just wanted to share some of the science behind solar panels and solar energy, and walk you through the thought process of engineers as they go about building these, starting with the materials. So obviously, there's lots of research and progress happening around the components of solar panels, but as of right now, they're made out of a material of what's called silicon. And luckily for us, silicon is one of the most abundant materials on Earth, so that means that we can keep mining for it and using them to make solar panels without putting too much of a stretch on our planet. As a side note, not all industries are quite as lucky. For some technologies, the engineers are worried about running out of the materials that they need to build their technologies. But anyways, why silicon? Well, before we officially share, would you mind pausing this video and taking a guess at why engineers work with a material like silicon, and what exactly happens once the panel absorbs some light? Friends, we know that's not exactly an easy question, so no worries if you didn't have any ideas, but let's walk you through it. Here's step one. As a starting point, they are called solar panels for a reason. Friends, that's because they absorb sunlight. So believe it or not, there are whole teams of smart people whose sole job is just to decide where and when to place these solar panels, typically in sunny spots, to make the most out of their technology. For example, Seattle, Washington, in the beautiful Pacific Northwest might not be as strategic of a location to put a solar farm as somewhere like Las Vegas, Nevada. So from there, the simple way to explain it is when the sun shines on those silicon solar panels, some electrons on the inside start to move around and form an electrical current. If you've done some of the other electricity related projects with sticks, you know that once you have an electrical current, there are infinite possibilities, including charging devices, turning on lights, and just about everything else that requires energy. And that's why everyone got so excited when it came to that discovery in France, because they knew the type of potential it had to power our homes and businesses. So getting back on track, once that power is actually generated, it can actually be moved across different locations for all kinds of purposes, like we've already mentioned. But with all of that in mind, can you quickly pause this video and brainstorm with your neighbors? What is one advantage and even one disadvantage of solar panels and solar energy? Can you think of any? Thanks friends, that's another tough one, but if you said anything on the good side about it being abundant and the energy source being renewable, you got it. And on the bad side, if you mentioned anything about it being expensive or solar panels taking up lots of space, you're also on the right track there. One other negative about them is their efficiency. Right now, the most sophisticated solar panels are only what's called 23% efficient. And what that means is they only convert 23 units of energy for every 100 into usable energy. And in theory, that actually is really impressive since solar panels hardly have any moving parts and their source of energy is the sun. It's renewable. But 23%, there's still lots of room for improvement, and that's where you all come in. So we hope you learned a few new fun facts there, and we also hope that you're excited to start building and experimenting with some solar projects for your own, because in the next video, we're going to show you just how we're going to do that.